Groovy Garage en route.
I don't want to say my guilty pleasures. I really don't, man. If this goes any further, like we're done in it. I'm done at it.
Quarantine trims are a madness. A black and white one, I've got a bally in one, and I like the bally, but I just think I'm not a trapper, so what am I doing? You haven't gone for the quarantine trim?
Nah, man, I've debated it. I have debated it. If you do it, yeah, like you've committed, ain't you? Like, you ain't just gonna wake up next day and like, you know, your hair's back and that you can get like, you've got to commit, and it's a good like, you got to look like a. It looks alright there on that. And some people, if it goes wrong, you've got to look like a for 5 weeks or something. You know what I mean? So,
when did you start Groovy Garage?
I thought you were going to ask this. I actually remember the exact sort of moment when we both said to each other, like, we can do this. Like, why don't we do it? From anyone that doesn't know, we're from Kettering, small town called Kettering. There's not a lot going on there, but we were actually in London for the weekend. Was it Notting Hill Town?
Yeah, Notting Hill Carney, man.
Yeah. So yeah, we were
like, we need to start something like this. We need to do something like this. Let's make this happen, innit? Like, whatever it takes.
So how did you find it? Were you trying to kind of like imitate London things? Were you just trying to create like a whole new northern thing? Or
we take like massive inspiration from people like Wavy Garm Shoots Cupboard, and I think that because it's in London, people from Kettering, people from the Northamptonshire area, like they sort of seek that scene. What we do quite well is develop on what people from our area actually are into. So like try and get in hold of bits that we can then have in the shop and then we can then have on the website.
There's like a little bit of a party scene around here as well. Like go out and get wavy. Go out and like listen to the best music or whatever. Listen to the disco or the techno or whatever, and dress like the waviest and let themselves go a little bit. And there's a few events that go on around here, and like they're not massive events, but like to like this town and that, everyone's on it. Do you know what I mean? There was like a little bit of a gap in the market for that. When like we first started up in that, like we'd see like a few people going out like in like the local town now, because it's quite small in now. Like everyone goes to the same like boozer first. The hour there, so everyone's there like getting £2 pints and that. Because we started like selling clothes a little bit like in the hairdressers that was there and that. Like we'd see people out like in stuff that we'd sold them. Sick.
Originally, did it start off with just word of mouth by selling like a little bit here, a little bit there?
We started an Instagram page, and then we just started like, getting photos, getting hold of stuff, searching charity shop. We just sort of gone with the times, really, haven't we, Al?
We just did that straight away, like Instagram, website, and then try to implement stuff in our own town.
Yeah. Did you start off with Depop first?
Both at the same time, really, and sold like our own stuff, like banging it on your kitchen floor and make sure you get a white background. Like a Supreme garment that would look good in a palace. That's what people used to put.
I'm not going to bait out the page, but I got it from a particular page. Pictures was so like crisp. See this when it came. I'm not sure.
Is it battered?
It's been through.
Yeah, I can see it. Yeah, I think a lot of the linings is sort of like crisping off.
I think it's not even that. It's fully mangled. I just got sold a manky, ink stained, smelly old jacket.
Mate.
Right, you just got angry.
Yeah, I like it, man. The colorway's paying. It's out to make a buck or two, really. On there, ain't they?
How long have you been doing Groovy Garage for?
November 2017.
Do you particularly do festival gear?
We try and have, in terms of like brands, styles, and things like that.
Yeah.
We think that it's best in terms of like capturing an audience to just essentially have all your fingers in all the pies.
Try and put it at like the best price that everybody can shop, if that makes sense. You know, some people will sell a jacket for £100, and then you'll look somewhere else and it'll be exactly the same jacket for £180.
If we've got bits that aren't so sort of, completely off the mainstream market, but do sort of fit into our culture and like our style, and then they start shopping those, the fact that then they start to have an interest in the scene a little bit more is perfect, and it's essentially like that. I think that's a good thing about it.
If someone's wearing something sick and you're like, "Oh mate, that's sick," they're like, "Oh yeah, Sal man, yeah, thank you." Like,
you must get certain garms or item of clothing where that is so nice and that you don't want to sell it. Like, you must sit there and hold it and just be like, do you know what?
I'm working hard.
He's like, I need this. I'm like, no, it's not that sick. It's not that sick. We've seen better.
I just get way too gassed.
Like, how is that not sold?
Yeah,
How is that?
Yeah.
How is that? how is that still not sold and stuff like that? Yeah.
Or most popular pop-up at university you've been to?
Yeah, Leeds is banging.
Leeds is banging. There's a serious scene down there. Obviously, the people that like, they know that like the sauce is going to be put out first, and once the sauce sells, like that's it. You know what I mean? But I am copping today. Like,
Yeah, that's it. It's usually
let's just have it. Get it in the boxes. Let's just go in it.
It goes off, mate.
Yeah.
How do they go down? Like, what's it like, the parties at the shop?
Yeah. When we do get back to it, we will be doing another one in that. Just spin on the decks. Anyone can like buy anything. Everyone's still for sale and that in the shop and that, and everyone's just having a couple of drinks and that, and it works quite well because people sort of come down, meet new people, and most people that come down are like people that are into that scene. They're a little bit more like, you know, they're a little bit more ready to mingle, ready to chat and that, ready to £150 they didn't have before, they've now got it. Do you know what I mean?
Sort of doubts like, oh no, what if this doesn't work? Or were you just like, let's just do it, let's just follow the urge and let's just make something a bit like fully gassed? Or
we both had like full-time jobs for like the last since we've been doing it, really. We always say to each other, like, we just like, let's just keep it popping. Oh, like, we love your page, love what you're doing and stuff like that. Like, we're there supporting that as well, like, and the people around us. It just like, they were the ones like, just keep going, like, keep trying to build an empire. That's what it is, isn't it?
Now, all I do is basically just chat shit with interesting people.
You must be desperate then. Jesus Christ. Duke's Cupboard weren't available.
They're busy this week.
Yeah. We have got like a few new things like coming. Like, since like, you know, quarantine, like COVID, whatever it's been about, and that, it's give us more time to sort of like sit back, because it does get on top of you.
Garage TikTok account anytime soon?
Nah, we're above that.
How do you end this call?
What there is to come and what you can do with it, it's literally endless. Like, we both said to each other, we don't always want to be just reselling. You know, reselling will always be our core. Like, we're always bouncing ideas off each other. So another great thing as well that I'm like always passionate talking to Tab about is incorporating other designers.
Which is dangerous. It's an absolute threat.
Right.
Dangerous.
Taking the world by storm.
100%. Just give me a week. In terms of like where you've been finding your merch and stuff like that, was that a difficult thing to do?
If you throw enough, in a nice way, if you throw enough poo, it will stick. Do you know what I mean? That's true though. Like, expect a box of, you know, 50, I don't know, Stone Island items to your house, and you know what I mean? You're gonna make a fortune, because it don't work like that.
No.
Be able to like source items from like all around the world. We flew to Italy.
I think Italy for both of us, yeah, like Tab said, was just such a startup dream. That was probably the pinnacle of us sourcing. A few guys that we sort of knew out there, just through like meeting them on social media platforms through Groovy Garage.
Yeah.
We just sort of rolled with it like that.
No holding back. Do you know what I mean?
Like, bro, I was like, we were fearless. Like he was literally bartering with these booky Italian men. We were getting in random Italian men's cars and like being like driven around to different places.
But there were times where we were worried a little bit. Like, yeah. Liam Neeson's going to come for us soon. You know what I mean? So we were just hungry.
Favorite brand at the moment?
Iceberg.
Stone Island.
I was going to say that.
It's the Holy Grail, man.
Yeah, favorite crepes at the moment?
Clark's Wallabies.
Prada Cloudburst.
Amazing shoe.
Ooh. Just recently got a pair, so like, I've just got to back them in it. A few people are telling me like, I don't know, but they don't know. That's it. That's just it. Like, you know what I mean? They're like, I don't know. I don't know about it. I was looking and say, no, that's because you don't know. That's my favourite crepe of all time, Night TN. Just throw it out there.
Who do you listen to at the moment, artist-wise?
Loyal Kana.
Yeah.
Follow more.
Yeah.
We've been listening to a lot of like minimal house at the minute, so.
Oh, that's cool. Do you mix yourself or?
We give it a go.
Yeah, everyone's got to look cool, isn't it? That's right.
Yeah, that's it.
Standing like, yeah, it's working.
My Instagram says that I do, but you know.
Yeah.
Right now, currently, on the runs, man, I've been listening to, I like Catfish from the Bottle, man. Yeah, I know it's a bit different, man, but trust me, they got bangers. I don't want to say my guilty pleasures. I really don't, man. If this goes any further, like, we're done, innit? I'm done at it. Right? Yeah, I quit that, man. That's the send you wild, man. I'm telling you.
All right, Wagamama's or Nando's?
Don't get me wrong. Wagamama's is good, but
it doesn't even bang. I'm saying medium for the cameras, isn't it? I'm saying medium for the cameras.
Well, it's now mango and
Passion fruit.
fruit
I've
now.
seen that. I've seen that.
Yeah. Warzone.
Jeez, come on.
I haven't really got into FIFA that as much this year.
Warzone.
Oh, FIFA, but I don't really play Xbox anymore. To be fair, I'm not.
Fell out.
I'm not a virgin anymore, so I can't play Xbox. Like, one of them ones, isn't it? Like,
When is the Doing Bits discount coming?
They're doing bit.
Appreciate it.
Big love, man.
Love. I might
big love.
doing. Yeah, stay safe.
Yeah,
Watch
big
it.
love.
Don't get sneezed on either. That's dangerous.
Always.